Let me start with this. Ed Werder, somebody I trust. Ed Werder says there's a deal to be made with Dak Prescott. He believes it's going to get done. He's going to make $35 million a year. Cowboys and Dak, and a lot of people are denying the $45 million. You know, it's PR spin, but he's going to make $35 million a year. That doesn't work for me, but I'll just say this. Dak Prescott, according to Fox Bet, is worth 4 points more per game than Andy Dalton. That seems fair. More than a field goal. Of course, the contract will be 10 times more than Andy Dalton. Make of it what you will. $35 million for Dak. There's 2 reasons it concerns me. One, his entire career, he's had a top 3 offensive line and a top 2 running back in the league and above average weapons. I've never seen him struggle. Oh, wait, I have. Tyron Smith got hurt. He was terrible. Zeke was out. He wasn't very good. Pre-Amari Cooper, not special. The times I've seen him not have everything right in support, he has struggled. And last year, he struggled against good teams. Everybody's good in life when you're a trust fund kid. You're the only child. You get the time. You get the attention. Life's way easier. What if you're one of 5 kids struggling to grab the final piece of pizza? With Dak, his life has been trust fund kid. It's been best offensive line, best running back, offensive coach, above average weapons. PFF says the wide receiving core is number 3. So his NFL life has been that of the trust fund kid. Just don't wreck the Mercedes. It's just been nothing but fun and daisies. He's had 2 horrible teams in his division. Giants and Washington, 16 games against him. He's 13-3. It's been easy street. I have no idea, and I'm now going to pay him $35 million. Travis Frederick's gone. Tyron Smith, what if he gets hurt? The times where I've seen him lose key offensive components, he deteriorates fast. Scares me. Second thing is, $35 million for a quarterback is an elite price tag. He's a good quarterback. He's averaging in his career, this again, with a great O-line, a great running back, great receivers. He's averaging 24 touchdowns, 9 picks, and 3,900 yards. That's good. It ain't $35 million a year good. It's not that good, so that's my concern. I do not care that he was underpaid early in his career. That's not my problem. Be a higher draft pick. The entire league. Do you know how underpaid Lamar Jackson is right now? Patrick Mahomes, Russell Wilson for 4 years. If you play early in the NFL as a quarterback, you're going to get underpaid. You're going to be massively underpaid. Josh Allen's massively underpaid. They're all underpaid. Baker Mayfield may be a little overpaid, not a cheap shot, just true. But all these guys are. Lamar Jackson makes $10 million a year. He was the MVP. MVP should be making $38 million a year. He'll get his money over time. Dak on the cheap. Remember, Dak's been on the cheap for all these years. 1 playoff win on the cheap. So now you got to make cuts. So Dallas is essentially saying, we're going to go the opposite way of the New England Patriots. Dallas is saying, no, we know what we're doing. The Patriots don't know what they're doing. We're going to pay all our top stars top dollar. So the Cowboys with Dak will have a top 5 quarterback contract, a top 5 running back contract, a top 5 wide receiver contract, and a top 5 defensive end contract, and a very expensive offensive line. And Jalen Smith is great, but he's not cheap. That's the opposite of what the Patriots do. And Zeke, the most replaceable position, is the only one of those players that you would consider top 2 or 3 in the league at his position. So you're essentially paying guys more than you would argue in a salary cap sport their value probably is. So, this is the opposite of what New England did. And I know I hear this all the time. Well, he deserves. Folks, find me a 50-year-old in America that doesn't think they were underpaid in their 20s. 20s, it's a rite of passage. You'll be underpaid. Interns, you probably won't be paid. You start making good money in your 30s, hopefully, great money in your 40s and 50s, and then at 60, you better have saved some of it. Everybody in this league is underpaid in their 20s until their first contract. And I don't think you deserve a Powerball ticket because you were underpaid. It depends on how good you are in those years leading up to the big contract. Dak's been good, not great, and he was bad at the end of last year. And by the way, once again, Dallas dominates the offseason. They did this last year. It should be noted in their own division, Philadelphia had 2 issues. Cornerback, they addressed it with Darius Slay. Some argue the best pure corner in football. Wide receiver, they draft one. Marquise Goodwin, Alshon Jeffrey, Deshaun Jackson coming back. They addressed their two issues. Dallas, defense. Secondary, bad. They lost their best corner. Secondary, bad. Lost a good safety. Lost a leading sacker. So Dallas did not address their primary issues. They drafted a wide receiver in the first round. It's the last thing they needed. I'm sure CeeDee Lamb will be productive, but it's not what they needed. So, again, Philadelphia quietly brought in Darius Slay, arguably the best corner, for a real weakness, and massively upgraded and addressed their wide receivers. Dallas's problem was defense. It is clearly worse today. But hey, we're talking about the Cowboys. They're winning the press conference. They're the most interesting team. They're the most captivating team. I do not think they got better. I think they'll be thin. I think they'll have no depth. And I'm happy for Dak because I'm happy for all young people that get their money. I never root against the individual. But once you have a salary cap, it's a business. You know, in baseball, you can overpay a guy. I mean, if you have good revenue streams on the YES network for the Yankees, you could pay a guy $2 or $3 million more. The salary cap makes it a business, and it's a pretty hard cap in the NFL. It's not like the NBA. You got exceptions and exemptions, and it's pretty much a hard cap. You pay this guy, you can't pay that guy. Good luck to Dallas. So I like choices in life. I like choices. Just give me choices. I don't want to be told I have to do this. I want the option to do this or this, and then it comes to me because I like the responsibility of choices. I saw a study the other day that 73% of Americans would rather flip a coin than make a tough decision themselves. I'm the opposite of that. I want choices, I'll make decisions, and I'll live with my bad decisions. But I want the decision. The NFL is voting next week to give coaches a decision, and I hope it passes. The NFL is saying you can still do the onside kick, but you can also take the ball at your own 25, 4th and 15. If you get a first down, you keep the ball. Now, if you fail, it's over because the other team takes it, couple plays, field goal or touchdown. But this is why the NFL, one of the reasons they're king. Fast, adapt, move, PAT, catch rule, change. This is great. You don't have to use this. The NFL is not saying you have to abandon the onside kick. They're saying we're going to give you a choice. And I've always believed sports are better when you put the best athletes on the field. I'm a believer in the DH over a pitcher hitting. Why? Because you really got your jollies, baseball nerd, off Al Leiter? Madison Bumgarner is considered a great hitting pitcher. His career average is 177. I want an athlete. I want DH. I want a big slugger go up there and hit the ball out of the park against a great pitcher. I don't want pitchers hitting. I'm not a baseball nerd who, I am so sophisticated, I get the double switch. I get athletes. Put them on the field. I don't want my football games decided by a kicker and the hands team. I want my games decided by Patrick Mahomes and Bobby Wagner and Russell Wilson and Larry Fitzgerald and Big Ben and Lamar Jackson and Mark Ingram and Drew Brees and Michael Thomas. That's who I want deciding my games. The hands team kept Green Bay's Aaron Rodgers out of a Super Bowl against Tom Brady. This is why the NFL gets it. Can you imagine in the NBA going to the finals and having the finals decided because you took the 7th guy off the bench to see if he could hit a half-court shot? That is the onside kick. I'm not even sure kickers like the onside kick. It's a total gimmick. Some of the greatest kickers in league history were not good with the onside kick because they were working on, kicking, not a shtick. NFL games should not be decided. Aaron Rodgers should not be kept out of a Super Bowl because of a hands team. A guy can't catch a ball bouncing to him. We could have had an Aaron Tom Brady Super Bowl. So this is, baseball fans always get worked up on the DH and the pick. Give me a designated hitter. Give me an athlete. Give me a 6'2", 245-pound DH that can hit a ball past, 500 feet. I don't want to watch, it's funny. Like Madison Bumgarner, he can really hit as a pitcher. He has a career average of 177. I mean, somebody told me Zach Greinke can hit. I looked it up. He hits 220. I mean, come on, give me a break. Al Leiter hit 085. That's what you want to watch because you just can't get enough of the double switch. Strategy overrated, athletes underrated. The NFL voting, let's pass it. Give teams an opportunity to put their star quarterback, give Lamar Jackson the ball, give Patrick Mahomes, Russell Wilson, give Aaron Rodgers the ball, Tom Brady in Tampa. You trail by 4, 4th and 15. Make it happen. First down, boom, here we go. That's football. That's what I want to watch. I want to watch J.J. Watt lining up, chasing around Patrick Mahomes, 4th and 50, rolling right, almost has him, throw it to Tyreek Hill for 22. I'm not into the hands team. So this is great.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.